Good morning to everyone. Let's see Bitcoin. What is doing Bitcoin? Now, on the daily, Bitcoin still looks bearish. Um, However, on the weekly, it looks bullish. Yeah, on the weekly, it looks very bullish, to be honest. And let's wait this week what is going to happen. But I think in the next weeks, maybe we will have some upside. I don't want to see the monthly because yeah, it's quite low, and it's possible to have a green dot here. But seeing the structure on the monthly, it seems that this is still not the bottom. So the 4 hour is good for longing, I think right now. It's not bad. We have some divergence here, and we might correct a little bit to the upside. 3 hour the same. Money flow is still in the green, so maybe I would long this, to be honest. Here on the 1 hour, the money flow is still in the red, still thick in the red. We might have another wave, momentum wave to the downside, but overall it looks fine for longing right now. Us small scalp, 21k or 20 point something is good for us. The only thing I'm concerned is that the momentum is very deep, meaning it's minus 85, 86, 75, very deep momentum, and this might, there is always probability this is going to turn to the downside. Here the money flow, I like the money flow to pick it up to the upside here, but let's see the 15-minute. I'll wait for this 15-minute. Well, it's consolidating. I think right now it's too late to place a long here or at this level. We're getting rejected by the Tenkan-sen and the Bollinger Band, and I want to see what is going to happen on the 21-minute. So not good for a long right now. Even on the 4 hour and higher time frames it looks bullish. On the daily, let's see what happened. So we got rejected by the quote. And well, now we have some support here. If this doesn't hold, like this level 19.7 doesn't hold, we're going lower for sure. But we have to see how Bitcoin reacts. Maybe we will have some consolidation, more consolidation, sideways action, and then probably a dump or a pump. But this structure we already get rejected from the Ichimoku cloud, and it's very probable for me that we stay down. This is the daily time frame. I'll try to trade on the 21-minute. Smaller scalps, quicker scalps, because again we're in this range, and we're still not out of the range, and we might be ranging for more weeks, who knows. Yeah, so yeah, that's my plan. We're below the pivot. I'm very careful not to long here. I want to see 1, 2 times, like nearly 3 times hitting resistance, and it's there. It's staring, like with them down, consolidating, continuation maybe to the downside. So next level is 19.3, but I think if we break this 19.7 it would be very easy to go down. That's my thinking process for Bitcoin. And let's let's see here what is happening. Okay. Yeah, still on this level, it would be interesting to see. We just kissed this trend line that I have drawn. We just stopped here. These trend lines are very accurate, and probably we're going sideways now, or we go up. Yeah, 20k is another one horizontal. 21k. Oh, too early in the morning. Well, I'll see. I'll see what happens. But this looks like it is having some bullish divergence here, not falling too much down. Interesting. Very interesting. Now on this Bitcoin price interest in Google Trends, it is going up. So this is also interesting. Let's see what happens. But basically the price has been going down, and the interest is coming up now, starting to go up. So I would assume there would be more downside if this interest in Google Trends goes up. I would assume there would be more. Let's see this one. Well, it looks a little bit bullish here. If we cross to the upside, that's bullish. We can go to this, go higher to this resistance. But it's too undecided for me. It's too choppy. I'm not going to long here. I want to see what is going to happen. Now, as always, I want to play Inspo Crypto on-chain analysis because it gives good information of the on-chain metrics and basically what is happening in the data. So I am not trading for now.
Hello folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspo Crypto. First of all, I just want to say thank you very much for all your patience. It was really very short term and unexpected, this business trip I had just in the last few days, and that's why I didn't provide the analysis yesterday, and while I provided just 2 days ago, very early, the analysis Tuesday. So today, as usual, the normal daily analysis, tomorrow as well, Q&A, Saturday with a full analysis as well for free. And that's it. I'm not going to talk about this special topic, special chapter for all these paid members. You sent me some suggestions. I have a list with all your suggestions, and I will start next week with that, because then I have this weekend some time just to make some research and so on and so forth. I will see with what topic I will start, if it's macroeconomic or it's more gold, crude oil, whatever, everything that can have an impact to crypto, short term, mid term, and even long term. We can talk about the transition and the transformation of our economy, like the World Economic Forum and Great Reset agenda is, for example, talking about. What could that mean for crypto? What's my opinion about that? What kind of crypto projects could have a big success within this new political agenda, and what crypto projects, currencies, could get in trouble because of that? So all these kind of topics will be in the future part of this new chapter. Another thing I would like to provide, because I have few, but I have some members, paid members, they just selected the foundation paid member. That's just a voluntary one, so you are not getting anything for that. But as Phoenicia is still not online, I would like just to bring a special service for these guys. I'm not sure. I just have 6 or 7 founder members, but for all of these guys, I will provide 1 hour per month. I know that's not a lot, but you will get much more stuff when Phoenicia is online, where we can talk each other. Just one-to-one. We on Discord, for example, where we just have a room. We can talk. You can make any kind of questions also related to my analysis about economy and so on and so forth. We can have a 1 hour private interview together. So I will send an email just this weekend, I guess, to these founder members, and tell them just to make an appointment and to talk each other then. So far, I will still and keep providing free stuff as usual. Even Phoenicia, part of it is really for free, a big part. Even we are going to provide more stuff to paid members, of course, but we will refinance the whole IT behind, also with some ads in the part of free members, for example. But we will provide some informations about Phoenicia and roadmap and so on and so forth, as announced many times in the past. But yeah, we are still working on it. Now let us talk about the market right now. I don't have any special topic, just one thing, just to prevent any kind of misunderstanding. One follower, after I tweeted about Tether, minted 1 billion, because the screenshot says 1 billion USDT transferred from to Tether treasury. And if you check the TronScan transaction, you can see that's from black hole to multi-sig wallet. That's usually when Tether prints, so when Tether mines new Tethers. Usually, and people started to say, well, bull run and huge pump incoming and so on and so forth. Hey, we need to calm down. 1 billion USDT means a higher demand for stablecoins. Doesn't mean pump. If we have a sell-off, for example, it's just an example, nothing I would expect right now, but if we have a sell-off, people will demand, for example, on Binance, because they can't sell just directly to fiat, so they will demand more stablecoins. So only because Tether is minting more Tether doesn't mean directly we will pump up. It also can mean we will nuke very hard. They sell Bitcoin for Tether, then they send Tether back to Treasury and they get fiat. That's the process, just to make it clear. So now let us go directly to the market and let us take a look what's going to happen there, because everything looks very critical. I mean, and I have mentioned, I wasn't convinced about this pump here. It was exaggerated. Even the whole price action here, every time liquidating more shorts, and I have said it's just a matter of time. It will dump back, and it has to retest 20,500. And they surprised me once again, because they not even tried the same thing they did here. They really skipped to retest 20,500 and went with this red candle here directly to 20,250. Now we are in my trading range again, as you see, and they are retesting the whole area again, and this part is really critical. They tried to break out 19.5 and they failed. Yet we will see, because if we break 19.5 we will go down even more. Even I'm not expecting that. It's possible to see 18k afterwards, as I mentioned, just you remember here. So this time it looks a little bit different. However, you see what happened. Weights ratio 30 days moving average. Now let us start with that. Weights ratio 30 days moving average is lifting up again. So it lifted up, as you see here, to 66, so relatively high, and the price reacted immediately afterwards with the dump. That's what happened. I was warning that even the Weights ratio 1 hour time frame was lifting up. So it was obvious for me it will go down. But it wasn't clear for me if they want to push even more up to liquidate more shorts before. But it seems the next target was much more the longs than the shorts, and that's why they flipped and directly declined afterwards in price. If we take a look to the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, you will see something changed here. We have still the yellow line. The yellow line is now only indicating stablecoin inflows or stablecoin flows to spot exchanges, while the violet, the purple one, is in general all exchanges. So usually if we see a gap between both, that means that's derivative and that's only spot. However, I have tweeted about that. That's bullish, that's bullish. So it wouldn't surprise me if they want to liquidate shorts afterwards. I don't know if we will go directly up because the weights ratio 30 hours moving average is declining very hard just because of this dump to zero. And you know, usually that means short term a pump, a push up. At least it means that whales are synchronized and they want to push up the price. Also, as mentioned, that means we can go up back to 23k, and that was only an operation to liquidate longs, but it can also means we will pump and dump and go back to the current price level. So we need to be very careful. I'm not trading at the moment. I mean, I didn't have the time, but I'm not trading at the moment. So what we also can see, I mean, the stablecoin reserves rise by 160 millions, even if we had some bigger outflows, so it's included here, it's not that bad. And it matches very well to this dump of whales ratio to zero, usually indicating that whales are preparing a bullish price action, even if it's only short term. The thing that's still very bearish is that stablecoin supply keeps declining. So they are just reducing more and more the capital in the market. That's what it is. At least on stablecoins, but it is what it is. So that's it. We go forward to the flow activity now. So we see here the flow activity, and you remember I have mentioned be very careful. We are receiving bigger inflows. Some people said, well, 7,000 bitcoins, it's peanuts. You see what the market is doing just because of that, and I have warned, it's not peanuts. They are accumulating. That's preparation. That's what they do. But that's not new. Those people who are following me since a while, they know that my wording is almost be careful, whales are in preparation. They are preparing something. Like I'm saying, they are preparing a bullish price action. Even if it's a pump and dump or fake ready or whatever. But they are preparing something. And the same is what they did here. And everything ends when the market maker entities just sent those almost 12,000 bitcoins. And just a few hours later, we started to dump. Of course, the trigger was at least the CPI. Even it wasn't that bad, in my opinion. So also here, exaggerated impact to the price action, part of the plan. In my opinion, part of the plan. Shake out. They bought here crazy. It was a nice opportunity to make a quick profit in just a few days. That's it. They wrecked a lot of people, no doubt, but they did a nice profit. Since then, we have seen some, stablecoin inflows, nothing big, 72 millions here, then bigger inflows here, 74 millions outflow, indicating taking profit, taking out stablecoins instead. And then today in the morning, 150 millions, just a few hours later, 65 million. So we have here almost in the last hours 250 millions. That's not bad, not bad at all, and it would match to my scenario of a pump and dump or something else. Doesn't mean, and that's what I have mentioned today, we can't go down even more like we did from the level we had just before we went at 20k or something, a little bit more up when I have tweeted about that. And we can even retest that area of 19.5 once again. If we break, we can make and retest our current lows, just to make it clear. I'm still don't think we will make new lows. It's possible because it's a really critical price level here. If we break 19.5, if they are not going to protect 18k, we can make new lows. I don't think we are going to make new lows, not at the moment. Nothing, at least on metrics, are indicating me that that could be possible, to be honest. So if we take those stablecoins out here, we can see that the Bitcoin inflows reduced a lot after that. I mean, we received here That was the maximum 2,360 bitcoins, and that was yesterday, yeah, 11 a.m. And afterwards, I mean, it maintains relatively high compared to other days, but of course, that was the main trigger why they accumulated bitcoins on centralized exchanges, as mentioned also in my analysis, indicating that even Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges are lifting up. I have showed on also tweeting it that we always have a correlation when Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges are lifting up. Usually 1 day, 2 days, 3 days later, we dump. And that's what they do. So, but still everything looks very like redistribution based on Wyckoff schematics and not like accumulation. However, let us go forward. I know. I don't have any nice big news, but it is what it is. It's the market. You know, I flipped to bullish and now I see that looks like crap. Even I'm still expecting a bullish price action, pump and down, whatever it's going to be. I can't tell you that now because I'm not considering the metrics indicating us a bull run. No big accumulation happening, more distribution, schematics on the charts in my opinion, redistribution at least. It's not indicating we reached our bottom yet. But I think for 2022, because I think that 2023 and 2024 is going to be big pain in the ass for all of us. I mean, if they go to 15, 12, 10 now, what's going to happen next year and the year after? Maybe I'm thinking too conservative. I don't know. We will see. However, let us go forward. So you have seen the purple new line indicating the total stablecoins on centralized exchanges compared to the stablecoins on spot centralized exchanges. And that's what it was indicating, huge stablecoin inflows to derivative exchanges, but also outflows. A lot of activity here. Not really clear why. I mean, open interest, in also something you remembered that was also in my analysis. I have mentioned, wow, open interest very high, leverage ratio very high, funding rate extremely positive, gags on option trading very high. It's a matter of time. We will dump, and we did. We dumped. I'm not sure if we are done yet, but we dumped. And it seems all these guys took profit and now fresh money is coming back. I don't know if they are shifting from bears to bulls or if new money is placing with their stablecoins new shorts. I don't know. But what we can see here is funding rate declined, funding rate is lifting up. However, if we check the open interest and leverage ratio after this hype, we will go up. Yeah, up only, they said. Funding rate only up. They wrecked them, all of them, not all of them, but many of them, and open interest looks like trash. Really like trash. So we see leverage ratio, open interest extremely low now, even lower than just before we started to go up with the price. And leverage ratio also, so it's extremely, it seems they really, some future traders just capitulated. And yeah, funding rates right now lifting up, but you know, at the moment it looks everything very neutral. So I wouldn't expect a big price action right after yesterday's. That was yesterday, or no, the day before. But you know, it's still a little bit unclear. Also here, big Bitcoin inflows to derivative exchanges, almost 31,500 Bitcoins. Some people, someone said they rebalanced it. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest, because we have these outflows here, and if we check, that was close before the dump, and they took profit close after the dump. If you are placing futures, so Bitcoin collateral, that's not a sell operation. Only if they liquidate you. Otherwise, it will maintain on the wallet. It could look like a rebalance. I'm not sure if they are rebalanced. In my opinion, that was, and I'm not sure who they do that, but it seems the MM entity used 30,000 Bitcoins almost with a lot of other spots just to dump the market and to make a lot of Bitcoins with that. We don't know how big the leverage ratio was at the moment, but I mean, look what they did. I mean, 14,000 bitcoins outflows here, another 8,000 bitcoins here, another 4,400 bitcoins here. So, and the thing is, and that's the problem, in my opinion, they generate with such operations more bitcoins they let on centralized exchanges. We can't track that. We really can't track that. They send from derivative to spot like on Binance, and they are using Binance mainly. So we don't see them. And then, of course, people say, well, 7K BTC, that's nothing. Yeah, but they are accumulating. That's the thing. That's just one puzzle piece of many others. They are waiting. They are accumulate bitcoins on centralized exchanges, and then they nuke that. While it seems they are placing shorts, longs, whatever. So let us go forward, and we can see what these guys are doing. I mean, you remember I have said, wow, look there, they liquidated a lot of shorts here. They liquidated a lot of longs here. Then they liquidated a lot of shorts here, and then afterwards they started to liquidate longs. And it seems high leverage longs as well. Now, again, liquidating longs. Open interest declining even more. That's fact. So, Binance right now looks also relatively flat. Open interest declining even on Binance to a level we had just before we started to lift up. Leverage ratio is lifting up, but at the moment, as you see, also very flat. Funding rate lifted up, declined afterwards. It declined even before, and look how it declined on Binance before we started to dump. So before the price declined and we retested 19.5 again. If we check blockchain whispers, I need to refresh the site just a moment. We are back to the scenario we had just before. People again expecting we are going up directly afterwards. On Ethereum, this time also looking very similar. I think it's not going to happen. Usually what they do is maintain a price, accumulate, collect, late longs, go down even more, liquidate them, and then push up. That's what they did when we lifted up to 23K. So people shorting, we lifted more up, liquidating. That's what we did before with longs, and that's what's going to happen again with longs, in my opinion. So people we need to wait for more high leverage, I guess, but collecting longs, we go more down, they will be liquidated, and then at certain moment they will push up afterwards. And then the whole balance and long-short ratio will flip again in favor of bulls, like it happened before. But at the moment, it looks extremely bearish because of all these longs at the moment. So let us take a look here. The Kingfisher, it's not working. Yeah, I don't know. So let me check. Wow, something changed here? No. Okay. So we will see. We are very close again, very close to the 19.5. Bull should pray, really. 30 millions. The volume, even the liquidation volume, is declining a lot. So we see high leverage, almost nothing, with mid leverage on both sides, on longs and shorts. So it seems nobody, or at least on the short side, at that level here, we have a little cluster, but that's not big at all. So let us check what is saying FTX to that, if that correlates. Wow, FTX 800. What? I've never seen FTX liquidation map. Never. Since I use Kingfisher, never have seen such a low volume. Never. I mean, shorts. Where are the shorts? We have here. We have some here. Wait. Here. I can't see that now. Yeah, here. But that's it. That's crazy. It looks like a little bit they are killing the market. That's how it looks like a little bit. Just they are really killing the market, pushing the head under the water all the time. They let it just go up to take a little breath, and they push their head back under the weather. That feels like a little bit, and it hurts. As a crypto fan, it really hurts. Okay, let us go forward. So let us check. FTX, you remember when I said, that's strange. FTX started to buy very, very late. And I have said, be careful with that. I don't like that. Be careful with that. We are not done, it seems. So we will go a little bit more to the downside because they are distributing, but still at a higher level than before. Usually we will go even more down, more down, more down. So 19k could be really be on the table. And then we need to see what's going to happen. Aggregated, as you see, it looks bullish. And the interesting thing here is that here Bitcoin collateral futures are shorting at the moment. So it wouldn't surprise me if Bitfinex is now buying more than selling and hedging once again. So buying and hedging with a short. We will see. That's Binance. Binance, as usual, Binance distributed even more. So if they started to buy here just based on CBD, after the dump, they distributed even more. So they did a nice money because they started to distribute here, maintaining the price, even here, here, and they let drop the price afterwards. So not bad, Binance. Bitfinex, yeah, I would say Bitfinex, they also bought very late. Also something I have mentioned that was looking a little bit strange. Oh, that's the 5-minute. What about to use the 30-minute? And yeah, okay, they distributed, but not that much. However, it's not explaining why the Bitcoin collateral futures are shorting right now. More than stablecoin futures. That's strange. That's really strange. Okay, well, Coinbase. Oh, Coinbase, look there. Coinbase buying. Wow, just wow. They, of course, also here distributed very well and directly here started to buy. Okay, crazy. So entities, let us take a look who is here accumulating. Retailers accumulating. Shrimps stopped maintaining since days a little bit their level. That's strange, but nothing critical. These guys, the same. Even both are on the accumulation part, right? But every entity below of 100 bitcoins. We go forward. These guys, yeah, as mentioned 2 days ago, they lifted up. They like to make quick profits. They did once again a quick profit. Market maker, they reduced to 4,900,000. This morning I was talking to George Beckwitz. I told him, hey, they, it seems, raised their balances by 30,000 since yesterday. Now they are reducing again. I think 90k is coming. And then we need to see what's going to happen 90k. And here, of course, when these guys are declining, these guys are lifting up because 80% of these entities are related to exchanges. So yeah, that's it here, but still I'm missing the big accumulation, and the market can make some bullish price actions in the short term, but to be honest, it doesn't look great at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I really still think we can go up to 26, 27, even 28k. I still think we can do that, but that's it. That's a max. No bull run, no 40, no 50, no 60. Not going to happen.
Wow, yeah, they're not accumulating. Maybe they will start at a later point if we have a new wall, if we have a new bottom, but right now we see that market makers are just not doing that. That's why we have to be careful with the walks. So I'm even considering a short now from this level. but it's too risky because we still have something to go on the 45 minute, and on the 1 hour it's still pointing up. On the 2 hour it looks bullish. I don't want to short it right here because yeah, no trade right now for me. Have a good Friday. Well, it's the weekend. After that I'll be away during the weekend, so probably I'm going to make a video on Monday. So cheers. Have a yeah, have a good time.